right, everybody, I have an awesome place to share with you guys at home. Now, I'm here with Kevin, my good friend Kevin. I'm in Bowling Green, just traveling through, and he's always told me about his collection and about his garage, man cave, whatever you want to call it. I've only seen a few of his cars, so if you have been following the channel, you might be able to recognize him. I'm here with Kevin Kirby. This place is spectacular.
Well, thank you. It's I really enjoy this. I don't have any hobbies other than this.
Clearly.
I have to try to make it clear that there. But I don't fish, hunt, or golf, and I've got a tough job, and I can come up here and spend time in here, and it just takes a lot of the pressures of my work off of me. And when you build cars or start working on cars, when you get done, you see what you've done. It's very satisfying.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple of good friends that's helped me build several cars, and we're a good little team, and we just love doing it. And my wife likes it too, so that really makes it easy.
Well, in Lynn's words, what did she tell me? She said that, yes, he's got a sign and can fetish.
Yes, she tells me that quite often.
And as I walked in, she was here with us before, and I said, wow, you were not kidding, but it is absolutely beautiful. It's been done so well, so I can't wait to walk through and show you guys. Kevin, let's start right here at the beginning. Now, I do want to remind everyone, I'm glad you do have a hobby because you are a very busy man, very well known here in your community, in the county as well. And of course, Kevin is involved with a lot of different charities, which I absolutely love. But this is your hobby, this is your passion.
All the signs that are here are authentic. There's no reproduction type of signs in here. There are porcelain signs, tin signs, tin small paint signs, milk glass, the round cans up on top. They're rocker cans from down in the 1920s. And the cars used to carry water, gas, and oil with them. And they would put, the oil companies would put their logos on it. And amazing that Valvoline, Kendall, Pennzoil, Western Auto, Trilene, Pure Oil, Marathon, they were all in business back in those days, Sinclair. And they were all back in the business in the 1920s. So that gives you an idea. Most of those cans are approximately 100 years old. And most of them were made in St. Louis, actually. They're hard to find. And I bought one or two that's just painted, and I call them lotto tickets because I try to clean them. And hopefully underneath them you find a real nice can that's rare.
That's rare. Okay, show us this one here you've got here on the floor.
This is a Pan Am oil.
And what would make it rare?
Well, it's just the name of it. Of course, there wasn't a lot of those probably. And this can is tin, has a pour thing on it. Of course, you top, and it sits on the car like this. But when you get ready to use it, you use that to pour it in there, and then you've got this filler to help pull the oil on the car.
So convenient.
And, you know, the fact that they thought of those things back without computers, they thought with their mind, they did the artwork by their hands, not by AI or anything like that. It's amazing what they did back in those days with the talents, natural talents that they had.
And of course, I do love your 57 Bel Air.
That's one that the same guys that helped me build my truck helped build this right here. All the coverings over the entire engine, that's all metal, all steel fabricated. It's got an LS motor in it. It's got a Art Marshall rear end, front end. We used the old chassis and added those pieces. And then it's got a complete center console that's steel fabricated all the way into the package tray. And some type of interior.
Shane Lyle will be on the channel very soon. I have seen so much of his work.
They're great folks.
He really is, him and Jess, and very, very talented. So
Yes, they are.
Check this out. I mean, I absolutely love the interior work that Shane does. And this has been done so well. It suits it. I think I told you at the Cruise on the Car, it's my type of 57 Bel Air.
Yeah. This is a Tim Woody, Goldman Customs, Mike and Talbert and Sherry. They built this automobile for us. It sits on an Art Marshall chassis. It has a LS3 430 horsepower, 4L65E transmission, air tilt cruise. I've actually drove this car on the power tour 2 years ago. And it's a great car to drive. It's a real fun car. The paint is a Axalta paint. They painted that down there. And then Paul Quinn off the coast over here did all the airbrush work. All the wood is painted on it.
I had the pleasure of sitting in this in Vegas.
You rode in it right after it was done?
Yes, I did, sir. I was with Sherry and we were able to drive out of the building at the end of SEMA. But check this out, everyone. And Shane again did the interior work. Can I open, Kev? It's one of those cars that I can never ever forget. Of course, it did win at NSRA. What would it have been? 2 years ago?
It got the Builder of the Year in 2023, so it'll be
3 years ago. Okay. And then amongst them, you've got a late model Corvette.
This is a 15 model Z06. Of course, they're built in Bowling Green, and I've been blessed. I've got a good dealer that don't mark up anything if I buy it. So, and then I always get museum delivery because that helps the museum stay here by raising money that way, along with their insurance division. They sell insurance for cars like these and collections. I've got all my stuff is insured through National Corvette Museum.
Now, let's stop at the cars and let's continue back here.
Okay.
And then we'll come back to the cars, everybody. This has been done so well. Kevin, how long did it take you and when did you start?
It's been a long, long time ago. Several years ago, I started collecting. And I wasn't putting anything up. I built this building specifically, this one building, to start putting things up. And so what we did is I got looking in my little garage. I had stuff leaning against the wall where I thought I had 5, I had 20. So I took Matt Cantine, a good friend of mine, started drawing out the wall where we're going to put things. And so then I bought me a lift. I got an electric lift. I can go up and down. And so we've, a big part of it is displaying it. I love displaying it. I love doing that. I wish Cracker Barrel let me come redo their things. but I love displaying it, trying to get it to where it looks nice and it's professional looking. And that's why I painted the walls tan behind it. That way when I put them up, it would be a nice, pleasant color that would go with any of the colors that I put up.
There's so much thought here, everybody. And I know so many of you car folk out there, you do like to play around and collect the signs and the memorabilia and lay it out. But you know what? There is a system. And I think you've cracked the system.
I spent a lot of time thinking about it. And there's some signs in here I've moved 4 or 5 times because I'd buy some more and I said, well, I need to do this. But I'm getting to the point now, I've got everything pretty much full. And I don't find as much as I used to, too. And then the prices have got real high too, so that prevents some of it. But I bought a lot of this before the prices got nuts.
I bet. And I mean, the fact that the wall, it makes such a difference if this was just a regular modern white wall or grey wall, but the fact that it actually looks vintage, the backdrop.
And like, these are all travel signs over here, a lot of them from California, different places, car clubs. This side over here, of course, you got Perfect Circle, you got 6 signs for Perfect Circle. You've got a bird shock absorber. Before there were shock absorbers, they had snubbing devices. And then the first shock was like a bird shock here. And it was up on the chassis of the car. And it had a cable that came down, and that would, it's a snubbing device. And it would keep the car from bouncing because they had, didn't have tubes in the tire, they balloon tires. So it'd bounce a lot. And that's the first thing they came out with to try to prevent that. And of course, you're instant, don't drive an oil hog, use Perfect Circle piston wings. Those are from the 1930s. There's another Perfect Circle. But you know, the artwork that they did back in those days and the fact that they survived and that you can find them still in decent shape. And even in the bathroom. You got to decorate your bathroom.
Of course. Look at all this.
Those are grease cans. But, you know, no explosives, hard hats, danger high pressure gas, no dumping allowed. So, and I've got a truck door that goes here. That way when you sit there, you can hang your elbow up. That's how you got that foot up.
There is so much here. And okay, what is this?
They're old. Those are come out of the woods. They found them in the grapevines. And people make walking sticks out of them. And those are some I bought. I think you get $3 a piece for those.
Isn't that heavy?
No, it's not that bad. Either. Use that as a walking stick.
Okay.
I bought those for $3 a piece at the auction, but nobody liked them because they were heavy, and they tried to find smaller ones to do that with.
But of course, the auction was benefiting charity, I'm guessing.
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember getting $3 a piece for it. That's a good buy.
You've got the J.C. Kirby and Sons chapel sign up there.
That's my dad and I, and that was from a sign that was back here on our back parking lot. And he passed away about 20 some odd years ago. And I bought the funeral home from him when I was 29 years old. Man, I was $1 million in debt. I bought the business. And,
But it's still here and it's still
yes.
operating.
Oh, yes, yes. We
Today?
have 2 locations in the cemetery, and we've really expanded. I went from 5 employees to 20, I think we're at 24 right now. So we've been very blessed. The community's been very good to us. And that's why I try to be good to the community.
I love that it was your father's and you bought it, even though it was a lot of struggle period.
Oh, yeah, it was tough. Shoot, Lynn was pregnant with her 3rd baby, and we were nervous as cats in a rocking chair factory.
Okay, I haven't seen this one. You've got a 32 Ford here.
Got 2 of them. This is a Dearborn Deuce, all metal car. It's got a 454 Chevrolet in it. It's got of course, chop top on it. It's a nice little car. It's a really good driving car. I bought that at the Street Rod Nationals a few years back. And then this is a Rat Rod. That's a 32 Ford. It's got a Duval windshield. It's got a 58 Cadillac with 4 Stromberg carburetors on top of it for a motor and a Cadillac transmission. But it's a piece of art. It's got Pitman orange steering like a champ car or a sprint car. You always got to make sure it's pointed down like that. It's the right way, because if you turn right, you go left. If you turn left, you go right if that's not right.
But they did they have that in 32?
No, it's just it's a Rat.
That stuff you've made. The truck that the latest build.
55 step-side truck we built, Albert Pascal, Pete Osbrooks, and myself. And for a home build, it's built right here in this garage. And we have just been astounded and with compliments on our work and on our thoughts of it, and receiving some awards at some different car shows this last year. And so we've been very blessed.
We did see the truck at Nashville last year, but we're going to have a look at it again and now emphasize work. Everything has been done right here, not at a professional shop. And that goes to say that, you don't just collect these or get cars built. You're an absolute car guy.
Oh yes. I started with Hot Wheels.
The 55 Chevy.
That's the 2nd series. That's the brother truck to the sister Radar in there. And this is Second Chance, the name of this truck.
Now, this is a home built truck, everybody, and it's won so many awards, including Alloway's pick for the Builder's Choice over at Nashville last year. What did you start off with? How bad was this truck?
Well, this truck belonged to my son-in-law's dad that owned a Coca-Cola bike in there. And I bought it. I tried to buy it for several years. He wouldn't sell it to me. It was on his farm. And, but instead of using bolts, they welded a lot of it together. So it was a pain. That's why you see the bed in there, using it for an entertainment center and not on this truck. But we worked our way through that, and we did a lot of body modifications on it. We put it on a new roadster shop chassis. It's got a 430 horsepower LS3 with English system on it. We have billet specialty valve covers, and I had these custom made to match that. And we hit everything real nice to make it look good and clean. We had Travis Highlander did us a drawing of it, and I always draw something, have somebody do my drawing of what we're going to do, and then put it on the wall and use that like a house plan. And there's the drawing. So we kept it right there where it's around us all the time. And we did change the engine. It shows white in there, I think, but we changed the engine. We changed the interior.
But I mean, the body style, you really nailed it, didn't you?
Yeah. And that's what we stuck by. We stuck by that right there, and that way we didn't get off. Because you change one thing, you got to change something else. Yeah. And you want to try to prevent that.
So what was some of the body modifications you did?
Well, we did, of course, all the firewall and all the radiators, hiding it, all that, all the new inner fenders.
Did you make the pieces yourself?
Yes, Pete and I and Albert, we did. Pete did all the metal work. I helped do the bead rolling. I helped sand on this truck. I've helped wire it. I had my hands on everything they would let me have my hands on.
Can I see where you did bead rolling? Was that on the inner tubs?
Yes. See, we flattened them out. We come down with levels, and then we did the bead rolling in here, and then up on the firewall, and then the other fender, and then everything that we bead rolled. This right here, we did that in a matte finish, just like here. That's not the shiny finish. It's matte painted. And it's something that blends real nice. And I learned that on my Woody, because the Goldmans did that on my Woody, and I love that effect. And so I just carried that on into this.
I like it. I always used to think that using the bead roll, like, it might not be as deep,
Oh,
the
no.
indent, but I like it. It's subtle
It
and
depends on, if
nice.
you got somebody that really knows how to use one of those things, and they can do a lot with it.
So you've got the tools in here yourself?
Oh,
Or?
yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, not here. Pete Osbrooks. Yeah, that was his last car that he didn't even work like this on.
Yeah.
We did that at his house, actually.
Of course, I was able to sit down with Pete
Oh,
as
he's
he
a great,
was
I love Pete.
honored this year at the Hot Rod Motel Cruising, everybody. But this is amazing for a home build. This is
We put a 55 dash in it, and put all push buttons. Everything's hid in the glove box as far as windshield wipers, air conditioning. That way we kept that dash nice and clean. All the fabrication around the seats, we did like a waterfall, like a Corvette. That's all steel fabricated. Made the glove box bigger. This was a small window truck. We took the whole top off of it and the whole back and redid all that.
oh my goodness, you did.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a 5-window.
No, it was five. This truck didn't have a 5-window. It had the small or the big window.
Yeah.
And the big window was a option, which farmers didn't like it because the sun burned their necks. Mm-hmm. And they didn't like it because if something slid up, you'd break it. And plus it cost about $150 more, and they didn't want to spend that money. And I don't blame them.
But they did have the option of the big back window.
Yes, it was an option. Only 1 year, I believe.
I haven't seen too many of them at all.
They're popular. And then we put the fuel cells not underneath the back. We built a custom cell under here on the other side of the frame. And so there's not a gas place anywhere you put the gas in here, but you put the gas in the door jamb right there. That's where you fill it up.
Oh, that's a neat place, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you don't see it. It keeps everything clean. You don't have something big here or in the bed of your truck. And it's right underneath you, so the hose is not very long to go down into the tank. So it's not a lot of problem to do that.
Beautiful interior work.
Mm-hmm. Another song, Sean Taylor.
Sean did this one too.
Yes. Oh, they're my friends. I love them to death, that family. I love them. Then we curved the bed to hide the scallops behind, raised the bed and lowered the fender, and then completely redid this step and brought this out and made this into this. And that way, when you're looking at the truck, it comes from the front fender all the way back, all the way to the back of the back fender. And gives it a nice, clean look.
Well, I guess after so many years of messing around with cars and getting cars built for yourself, you've picked up a thing or two.
I love that. That's my thing. I used to not do that, but when I went with Pete and some of these guys that build cars, I got to being with them a lot. They would show me things, and they say, "How do you like that car?" I said, "No, I really like that." And they said, "The bumper's crooked on that car, or this is that." And they've done this or they've done that. And I've always just kind of filed it back and watching shows on TV and kind of went by what I saw and what I heard from them, and that's what we did. That's like we used a tube to put all your wiring in for your lights. Instead of having a loom or something, we did a metal tube. I think it's an air conditioning tube. And bent it and fixed that and painted the same color as the truck and hides it all real nice. Then we recessed the license plate, brought the 2-inch stainless steel boiler exhaust system out. Excuse my stuff in the back, but that's all these, they've all been custom made, CNC'd here in Bowling Green. And that's out of an ash tree that was fell here in Bowling Green. We had a guy cut it up, make our lumber.
I can't even remember if I noticed all these details last time at the show, but I do like seeing the cars and the trucks when they're in the home garages.
Oh, yeah.
I think you can appreciate it so much
It makes a
more.
lot of difference because you're not overwhelmed by everything else that's around you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I noticed it today at the show and I kept looking at it. I'm like, wow, that is so beautiful. Was that this beautiful last time I saw it?
Everywhere in the United States you go, there's nice cars, but we're very blessed in this area to have a lot of really nice cars. We really are.
You can say that again.
A lot of nice people.
Absolutely. This is awesome. You know, I was telling Lynn before earlier that there is so many bolts and stuff that gets thrown around the shop. Collect it all and turn it into a piece of
Fish.
ratfish.
Lamp.
Or landfish. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Did somebody build that for you?
Yes, a guy in Daytona Beach, Florida. and he had that much on his face. I've never seen somebody with so many piercings. Because I asked him, I said, "Did that hurt?" He said, "What?" I said, "When you fell in that tackle box."
That's a
But
good one.
he was a super nice guy, though. Really, really nice.
Very talented, isn't he?
Oh, yes. To think of that and use those pieces to create that, yes.
Of course, being in the car world, no stranger to trophies and awards. But check out the TV unit, the entertainment unit, Kevin.
That's the bed off the 55 truck that we redid. And Randall Erskine, a young man that works with me some, super nice young boy, young man, he took that bed and created a entertainment center out of it. And so it's got caster wheels on, it's got the bumper, original bumper on it, we shortened that, and then put the tailgate up, and that's got all my video camera work and everything's hidden behind the tailgate.
Now, this looks familiar.
Those are trophies that Clay Ballou over in Russellville, Kentucky makes for his car show, Thunder on the Square, but they're all handmade. And it's got patience wrote on it. And when I was building a car with Pete and him, he was hard on me, build that car. And I'd come in here, I'd look at that, and I said, "Now patience, Kirby, patience." And then all of these glass jars are from World War II. All the metal in the country was going toward the war. Bombs, planes, whatever they needed for the war. And so they started repurposing coffee jars, the oil companies, they put new labels on them in a top and sell a quart of oil in that. And then some of the companies, like this Gulf one, Gulf Pride, it's got on actually on the side of it, it says War Emergency Container. So that gives you an idea of when those are from. But those are all glass jars. They're very hard to find. For one thing, the labels are gone, or the top's gone, or they're broke. So I get goosebumps when I find them things because they're just rare to find, hard to find.
So how many years has it been since you've started making?
Oh, it's probably over 30. Over 30.
Over 30.
Yeah, yeah. And this is Holly carburetor stuff, which is Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, that's very hard to find. Some of that I bought at Barrett Jackson auction. And then I've had some people bring me stuff. I've got local people that actually bring me a lot of local stuff because they know what I do. And we have a nice museum here, Kentucky Museum, and one day I want to maybe donate the Bowling Green stuff to the Kentucky Museum.
These posts are, they've been done so well, Kevin.
Those are flame signs, and they were made to put on the wall that we can see it from both directions. So Linda Whitson and I, we decided we'd build some flame streets. And we put these posts up, and that way we can put them on all four sides. And I really like those things. They're hard to come by. The older ones, especially like diamond tires, that's back when they didn't have any tubes.
It looks so tastefully done. There is order here. It's chaos, it's chaotic, but there is order.
There is, believe it or not. Because I mean, like I said, I've moved things, a lot of things, different times. But I like getting done and get back and looking at it and see if it's, kind of blends, and it's not too far this way or too far that way and everything. I'm just particular.
Well, here I can see it's just all golf.
Yes, this whole wall is just about golf. And those are plates off of pumps. There's pumps. Gulf made everything. They made air filters, shock absorbers, oil, lighter fluid. That's all Gulf stuff there. This whole cabinet, this wall here is all Gulf. All those little square cans are 1920s. And then red top grease, that's back in the 20s. There's just so much things that you look for, and you start finding them like these old maps. They're like 20s and 30 maps. That's all.
Oh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Just to see and compare how much.
A lot of roads now.
Yeah.
That's like there's a little cup dispenser.
I told you before that one of my favorite eras. One, I love the 18th century, but also the Prohibition era.
Oh yes. These are all clay jugs, the crocks. They're all from the Prohibition, before Prohibition, and these are all companies here in Bowling Green that made whiskey. So you can see whiskey's been in the state of Kentucky a long, long time. And a lot of these are, that during that time, the oldest one would be this brown McGee, and that's from the 1880. And then I've got two. I've got one from the OK Saloon and the Silver Moon Saloon, which were the two saloons that were in Bowling Green. But I love finding these because they're rare to find. And I've been blessed that I've had people know that I collect them and have brought pieces to me. And then also a good friend of mine that was a Supreme Court judge here in the state passed, and he had some, and I was able to buy them off his estate through an auction, and was glad to get those. Very proud to get those in my collection.
I love your collection, if I didn't say that before. The lights work, of course.
Yes. That came from down at St. Joseph's School at Church Street on here, and there's a city policeman traded me that for a little small headstone.
Speaking of small headstones, of course, you know, Kirby Funeral Homes, you've got a small
Well, that's
here.
That's actually a wine holder.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you open that up and see, you put your bottle of wine in there, champagne.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Please, I do want to see more. I want to show you guys more. Check this out. Okay, talk to me about the truck first.
That's a 1955.
And here I thought I had seen all of your cars.
This is a
Clearly
55.
not.
It's a sister to the, it's a for early truck, 1955 first series, and 55 they made two trucks, second series, and that was the one, the other green one. And this is Lynn's, and actually the name of this truck is Radar.
Radar?
Because you get a ticket in the damn thing. So we named it Radar. We got most of them named. And
That's pretty cool. This is Radar, okay.
It's got an LS motor in it. It's got a new front end under the original chassis, a 4-link under the rear, got air. The interior wasn't no Bichon. This is for I do him. And it came from Woodford Street. Down here it was in a building. And I found it, Lynn loved it, and I bought it, and we redid it. And that's a Corvette color. It's carbon flash metallic is the color of that truck.
Which means that you and Lynn need to drive into the shows together.
We haven't
like
done
a
that
his
yet,
and
but-
hers.
Well, I had a sign fall here not long back, and it got me right here and there. And I've got a guy coming to buff it to get that out.
Yeah.
And then once I get it cleaned up, she said she'll drive it.
Good. Then you can put his and hers. That's it. I mean, I would love to see that. But again, this has been done beautifully.
And a gentleman down in Clarksville, Tennessee, did that interior.
Nice.
And this is all Gulf stuff here as well. Those are, that's a 68 Caddy. I just bought that about 2 weeks ago.
But you do have a Cadillac in the works.
I got a Bel Air, 55 Bel Air convertible.
Okay.
Yep.
This is the Cadillac you told me about.
Yeah, I just bought this thing.
And this hasn't been restored?
No. It's got the original motor. It's got new top. It's got new shocks, springs. It's all new gaskets everywhere. It's a pretty good old car. And I've already talked to the Goldmans about it. Of course, they said we need to lower it and get some different wheels on it. They're coaching me on it. And so we probably, I probably won't do a lot to this car this year, but it's a good project car for me for over the winter.
This is beautiful. I do like the Cadillacs, everybody, and the Lincolns.
It's a boat. But they said it when it started the auction, I put a battery in it, it started up and drove it home.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
And you've got a couple of Corvettes.
It's a 66 model. We've had that over 30 years. And that's a 61 model. That's all matching number car there. It's fawn beige, it's the marina blue, I believe they called it. It's originally red, and somebody repainted it. But we bought those cars a long time ago. And then this is a 1952 Chevrolet dirt track car. It come out of the Carolinas. And I don't know why I bought that. I saw it on the internet and thought it was neat, so I bought it.
Two beautiful Corvettes. Then you've got a dirt track car. You've got a farm truck. Then you've got another street rod here.
This is a 1940 Chevrolet.
Is there any rhyme or reason to your car collection?
No,
you just like
just
it.
what I like. Kind of what I like.
Okay, what have you got here?
This is a 1940 Chevrolet salesman car. Doesn't have a back seat. And so they were used for bootlegging and stuff like that. This was really the car they liked because it didn't have it's got all this open. It's got a huge trunk in it. So you can store a lot of
All the
moonshine.
barrels and stuff.
But you can see there's no back seat. They came from the factory like that. And that way salesmen, when they're out on the road, they always carry these bags with them. And they can set I think they call them grips. They can set those grips in there to take stuff out. And there's an example of some right there, the dishes that somebody would maybe be selling.
Now, what have you got behind you?
This is a 1962 Harley panhead. And my son-in-law, George Clark, his dad owns Clark Distributing, or he does now, his family, owns Clark Distributing, the beer distributor in Coca-Cola. Here in Bowling Green, they've got Mississippi, Alabama, different places they've got them. And his dad had this made back in the 70s. And when I was a kid in high school, I would ride around with Donnie Firkins, who helped build this, and my neighbor across the street helped build it, Darrell King. And I would sit up in the back, and we'd ride around this thing. And they built it over at the Coca-Cola plant on the bypass. And so then it took off to Mississippi, and then they're building a new building here. And Mr. Dow passed away, and they redid this in honor of him. They're going to put it in their new office, in a centerpiece in their office. Mm-hmm.
That would be a nice.
I've driven it. It's not. I wouldn't want to drive it on the street. I drove around the parking lot.
What did it feel like driving? Look at the size of those tires.
Oh yeah, it's stiff, real stiff. But it's a nice piece. It's a pretty thing.
Did you make that pole to be able to hang?
Yeah, right on the street. We made a cane tree.
A cane tree.
Yep. So we took lightweight steel and made that because I started collecting those and I quit because they're so big and they're hard to display.
There is a lot of order in here, everybody. And I love how the cars just blend in with it as well.
Well, a lot of the stuff that like these shelving over here, we've used these big, of a conveyor belt. And a lot of that stuff comes out of junkyard. And you find it at a junkyard and you take it and you repurpose it. And isn't that nice though looking? Isn't that neat?
That's part of the shelf. Look at that. Mm-hmm. How often does it get a lot of dust?
Yes, I clean all the time. You know I would.
Any excuse to be in here, right?
Yes, yes. I like coming up here at night. A lot of times Lynn to go to bed, 10 o'clock.
And just be dusting and wiping.
I can't sleep. I'll come up here and sweep and
not a speck of dust, everybody.
And we turned our truck bumper upside down on this truck.
Oh.
And we put the exhaust at it like that.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's where your trailer hitch would be or where your license plate would show. And we just kind of made it look like a Porsche or something, something.
It actually goes, it wraps, it's hugging the body.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It wraps around. It's
We don't do stuff like that.
Why not? I mean, you've been here all of your life, Kevin, haven't you? And your family and kids are here as well.
I love my family, love my town, love this.
And the town loves you right back, sir. But this is there's a lot of history here.
And I like it when my big lights aren't on. I like it when just my neons and globes are on.
Yeah, because when I did walk in, it was just the neon lights, and it's got such a cool effect. That has to be the biggest sign.
That's a Bowling Green piece. That also came off a Leachman Buick downtown. OK Used Cars was a division of General Motors. And they had OK Used Cars at the Cadillac dealership or at the Chevrolet dealership or Buick. All General Motors stuff was OK. And then Ford was A1 Used Cars. I don't have a lot of Ford stuff. Now that whole back wall back there is just about all Chevrolet. Those big Chevrolet signs are small signs, and small signs are tin signs that has glass or sand on them. It's rough, and when your headlights would hit that, then it would show back in the old days.
Oh.
That's what those are, smalts. This is a smalt sign here. You can tell it's kind of rough, but when the headlights would hit, it would reflect because the glass or sand in it would shoot the lights back.
And that was before what they've got today with with the lights.
They went from that, they had tin, where they had wood, then they went to tin, then it went to tin and smalts, and then they started doing porcelain or die cut like this tin sign here. They press the sign, the letters are raised on it. They would do things like that. And then like the Delco there, and then they started making porcelain signs.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are porcelain signs here. This is Kentucky made. That's from a gas station here in Bowling Green during the Depression. And the oil companies quit coming in here to do the oil. So some local people created Bowling Green Refinery Company and started making Kentucky made MAID gasoline. And that's at our airport where it is today, filling up a tri-motor Ford plane, Ford tri-motor, and they're up on top with buckets, pouring the buckets of fuel into the airplane. And that's one of the, not an original pump, but original globes that are from that company here in Bowling Green, and 2 original signs.
have a time where the public and people can come and?
We do.
I know this is your home.
I do tours.
Oh, you do
And,
tours?
I do, I've had several literary clubs come up here and they set up tables and have their, suppers. And then I do a presentation on signs. And I had 60 some odd Corvette people up the other day, that were ambassadors for the Corvette Museum.
I should organize a group to come by, check this out, stay at Dennis's Hot Rod Motel.
And we had the Louisville Garage Crawl and they came here first and went out to Dennis's and had lunch.
There you go.
And she cooks the best tenderloin stuff.
Oh, really? Okay, well.
She's a cook. That girl is.
I don't know. I'm doing so many different things these days, and maybe I will get a group of you hot rodders, and especially when my truck is finished. That was amazing. Thank you so much
Oh, you're welcome.
for allowing me into your space and giving me the opportunity to have a look around. Yeah, this is definitely a cool place.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very proud of it. I really am, and I've really enjoyed it. As older you get my age, you start to enjoy things, look back at what you've been able to do, and I've been very blessed to be able to do these type of things.
And I like the fact you come in here and it's your time out.
Oh, yes.
It's a place for you. It gives you a smile.
Yes, it does. It does. I don't ever leave here frowning unless I mash my foot or something on something. But other than that, I'm a happy man.
I absolutely love it. Hope you all enjoyed that. Till next time. Thanks, Kevin.
All right. Thank you.